Hello. Aaron Wills again, bringing you another reaction video. I started this on Wednesday, the 14th day of August in 2024 at 1:48 p.m. Let me see who this was. Probably gonna go with another law enforcement video. Although they're the same thing every time, and they get a little old, I'm gonna go back to those. I'll be right with you. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Alright. We're going to do another law enforcement, another idiot cops or corrupt cops video. Let me see what they have. I'll just click on law enforcement and then it'll tell me what they have. Law enforcement. We got what? We got when entitled rich people think they're above the law. Ow. Don't touch me, peasant. Huh. That's what the thumbnail is. And some chick holding a cigarette saying, "Don't touch me, peasant." Looks like she got her nails did. She's wearing a hat with a money sign on it, with a dollar sign on it. She might be entitled and rich. She might think she's above the law. She's holding a little schnauzer like Paris Hilton used to carry around. Alright, let's see what we got. No, I'm not gonna play that. We have a entitled cops for shock when lawyers did this. Alright. Let's watch this one. See what happens.
Police officers are not used to citizens opposing them when they issue orders, even if those orders are illegal. Today we're discussing entitled cops who were shocked when legal experts showed the cops their proper place. Let's go to the video. A group of cops, one of whom wasn't even wearing his uniform, approached a guy who was suddenly filming in public. The cops started accusing him of planning a terrorist attack, which was odd right off the bat. I mean, why would an off-duty cop get mixed up in something like this if not to just show off a bit for his colleagues who were actually working? It sounds a lot like he just wanted a piece of the action to boost his own ego. Saying someone is planning a terrorist attack just because they're is a massive leap to make. When the guy asked for proof, the cops couldn't give him a concrete answer.
I've explained, man. Would you mind identifying yourself? Section 43, yeah? So have you got to be reasonable suspicion that I'm a terrorist? Right, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright then, go on then, get on with it. Alright, what suspicion have you got that I'm a terrorist? Alright, yeah, no, you can.
This doesn't even sound like America. Both the constable and the suspect have accents. It might just be a coincidence that they do. But I doubt that's a coincidence. I've heard it. They both have accents. You find out in being America, they're not even talking about constitutional rights. They're talking about section codes and all that. This is probably not in America, so I don't know why I'm watching it. Or why we're watching it. Well, you're watching it because I'm making you. I'm not making you, but...
The government owes you $5,312.
I
Here's
know
how to
that.
get it within the next 5 minutes. You see, the government...
Did you know the government owes me money? Owes us money, I guess.
Right, so what are you expecting to find with me? What are the grounds for the search? Do you mind answering the questions? I don't know how to answer that question.
Oh, this is the English version of I don't answer questions.
So what were the grounds for the search? Surely there's enough grounds for the search. Section 43 again. You know why we do? You know why we do? Why would Section 43 be used?
To be a terrorist.
What do you...
2 out of 10 on the register.
2 out of 10, so what do you really suspect when you've been a terrorist?
You're filming
Is
outside
this how you detain a terrorist?
stations are obviously
Why are you not putting me in touch then? Why are you not
targets
putting me
for
in touch?
terrorists.
One cop did mention he had a suspicion about some wrongdoing, but that still didn't really answer the guy's question, right? Then this cop tried to make a point by saying that filming near a cop station was already enough to be suspicious in and of itself. It seems like they were trying to portray the guy as a terrorist just for doing something perfectly legal. These cops seem to think they have the right to disrupt someone's day just like that, but their reasons weren't sufficient.
Yeah, this is not in America. There's no one's talking about the person in the...
go. So they decided to search the guy without a warrant or his permission, treating him like he was a confirmed threat. I mean, how would searching him suddenly prove whether or not he was a terrorist? Honestly, if these cops are looking for authority and power, maybe they should consider switching careers. Being a public servant is supposed to be about serving the community, not about asserting dominance without good reason.
So from our perspective, we're wondering why you're stood out here filming, doing something which we would
I'm
consider
explaining,
hostile.
sir. It's not hostile. Someone doing hostile reconnaissance would do it covertly.
Why we suspect and why we need to search.
Hostile reconnaissance would be done covertly.
It doesn't have to be.
It doesn't have to be, but...
Yeah, the narrator's right.
So why was Section 43 introduced in the first place?
See, that's the thing.
The narrator's right. What was searching him going to do? Are they going to find missiles on him or dynamite or something on him? I don't think so. Obviously. I think you're saying Section 43, not First Amendment right, and not Fourth Amendment right. They're going to search him illegally. That'd be a Fourth Amendment violation. Let's see if they even talk about First Amendment or Fourth Amendment. This isn't America. It's a narrator. It's still going to hate on the cops, but...
So what have you got to do? Unlawful searches? Is that what you do, yeah?
You've got nothing to do with your life.
I've got nothing to do with my life. No, COVID's got us doing stuff like this. What do you do with your life that's unlawfully search and detain people? You're not going to sue you. You're not going to sue you.
Okay then.
You haven't said what you're expecting to find. You didn't have reasonable suspicion. APCO 2010 says filming isn't reasonable suspicion. On the Met Police website it says that filming isn't. Why was Section 43 repelled? European Court of Human Rights, yeah? Repelled
European,
Section 44
yeah.
of the Terrorist Act in 2010. For what reason? And now you're just using Section 43. This is what we do now, yeah? We don't know, yeah? Alright, we'll keep filming. We'll keep filming. What? Alright, cool, I'm gonna keep filming. What? I've got nothing to do, yeah. What have you got to do? Unlawful detentions and that. Alright, you're dismissed, yeah? Yeah, you're dismissed, yeah.
This time, a group showed up to film around a prison, aiming to create content that highlights how workers treat people exercising their constitutional rights. Right from the start, a female cop and her colleague fell right into their trap.
Now this should be in America.
Exactly the kind of footage they
They're
were
talking about
hoping for.
constitutional rights.
These cops started off by insisting that the crew shouldn't be filming there at all. They also said that the only reason anyone should be near the prison is to visit someone, and even then, they need to have a specific name or permission to visit. The man arguing with the cops made a solid point. He said that the area is open to the public because it's a place where people can come visit others. Therefore, he argued they had every right to film there. Then the situation heated up when the female cop made a move that was pretty out of line. She claimed that the prison was...
St. Louis, start your engines. I'm Santino Ferrucci, and I'll be driving in the Bommarito 500 August 16th and 17th. See you at the race Bommarito style with their VIP Turn for Hospitality experience. Reserve your spot today at bommarito.com.
The number 13 original Italian sliced.
She's not as hot as Danica Patrick.
Right in front of you, topped off with the juice.
Just what the doctor ordered.
It was private property. However, when pressed on who actually owns it, she had to admit it was owned by the government. And again, it raises the question, who funds this prison and all other government buildings if not the people themselves? It seems like these cops need a bit more education before they start interacting with the public. As law enforcers, they should at least know the basics, right?
Hey, we're wondering, where's the visiting area? Oh, you can't come back here to visit people in this prison? Oh. Oh, it's the filming that's the issue? So people can come back here without the camera? Oh, okay.
We're trying to document the procedure on how to visit somebody in this prison. You gotta go ahead and call it on. Do the procedure, you gotta go ahead and
So we're supposed to come and ask you guys if we can come in and take some people and put us department.
You can't take anything. You have to stay on the sidewalk over here. That's the closest you can get. So if you guys have a zoom lens from there, then you can get as close as you can get. But
Well, I was trying to document, like a documentary on how to go about the procedure on how to go about
Documentary,
visiting.
right.
So like, I wanted to go in and walk. This is
oh yeah, you're not doing any of that. No, just come in and take film.
Yeah, why not?
It's a prison, man. It's security.
I mean, I'm not asking to go behind the door.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
You know, I mean, just into the lobby, right?
No, you can't do any of that. Now, if you wanted to do something that for documentary purposes, you would have to get it approved for the warden, signed off by everybody.
You just walk up in over there, at the public area?
Yeah, they go into the front depending on who you're visiting because we have 3 different institutions. You know, we have camp over here, regular, and then the FTC.
So just over there, that's the door we go into to visit people?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because, I mean, if it's open to the public, then I mean, the camera shouldn't have anything to do with it. It's open, right? So, I mean, that shouldn't matter.
No, you can't bring it.
Yeah, but I mean, can you tell me the CFR then? Is there a CFR that says you can't bring the camera on the public area?
Yeah.
Actually, it's posted when you come in. We're going to do that across the street.
The CFR?
Can you please step across the street and not let them
I'm just asking what the CFR is that says that you can't come in here with a camera. Because it's open to the public. Can you say you come in to visit people?
Recording devices on the property.
That's what I'm asking, man. Can you tell me the CFR?
Or you just stop recording and go across the street.
Well, I'm asking you politely if you can tell me the CFR, man. Is there a CFR or is it just...
Just go across the street. It's posted. It's private
Okay,
property.
what's your name? Because you're not listening. I'm trying to ask you a serious
You just
question.
step across the street.
Okay, man, can you give me your name then? You're giving me a directive. Can I get your name?
Sure. My name's Jay.
J. Owen? Okay. So there's no law, you're just saying...
It's private property.
This is private property? Who's the owner then?
The federal government.
The federal government owns private property?
This is property. We're not allowed to report, sir.
It's not your property, man.
Step across
It's
the
public
street.
property. The people own it. I own it.
No.
I'm a taxpayer, man.
Sir, you're not allowed to report.
Man, but you
Step
can't tell me
across
the
the
CFR.
street.
You can't tell me the CFR is that they can't record.
You are not
Right.
allowed to record on private on government property.
But it's open to the public. That's why I'm saying I'm not in the restricted area now. I'm just in the public area.
If I don't leave, am I going to be arrested?
However, these cops quickly realized that the people they were confronting knew the law better than they did and were real experts on legal matters. Feeling outmatched, they called in additional colleagues for backup. When more cops showed up, they seemed to feel a lot stronger and more in control. There's something about cops standing together that really amps up their sense of power. One of these cops then started claiming that these people would be arrested for trespassing if they didn't leave immediately. That didn't make much sense. How could someone be arrested for trespassing on public property? Even on private property, people can't just be arrested right off the bat for trespassing. They have to be warned first, and only if they refuse to leave or come back after being kicked out can they actually be arrested. These people were just standing on the sidewalk in front of the prison entrance, a clearly public area where the cops had no real power to just force them away, yet one of the female cops started making threats, hoping to scare them off. However, these people knew their rights. They knew the worst that could happen was just more cops showing up. And one cop made a particularly silly claim. He said there was a sign that marked the spot.
Didn't mean to do that, sorry.
His private property. When the man asked him to show him the sign, he actually said, "Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it isn't there." It was such a weak attempt at manipulation. Did he really think someone would fall for that?
You're trespassing, we're telling you to leave.
Yeah, but you can't just tell members of the public to leave, though. It's open to the public. Like, you don't get. She's saying that it's private property. It's not public property.
Is that your name or you ward? You didn't just grab you right now.
I don't answer questions.
What's up, boss? Put my camera down. What's that, man? You're tripping.
Yeah, but I was trying to ask this lady Owen what the CFR is. It says you can't have cameras in here.
Who's CFR?
CFR? Yeah, that's why we're here. It's federal prison. So if we don't leave, because they call the police on us, or you guys already call them? Because we don't want to flee the scene if you call the police. You didn't call the police? I was asking. Did you call the police or not? Did you call the police, Karen? Hello? You don't answer?
Time to go.
Okay.
She don't answer questions.
What was it? White.gov? What.gov?
BOP, Bureau of Prisons.
Okay. No, but I'm not going across the street. I'm standing right here where the sign says no trespassing. I'm staying here. These guys don't have arresting powers.
Just want to make 100% for freedom of speech and everything, but you guys will have to go to the field. You have to be in the public easeway.
That's where we are.
What's still the federal property right here?
We're on the easement, sir.
This is the stuff your insurance company doesn't want you to know about. Have you noticed your auto insurance?
Those fucking idiots go out just to rile people up. And they spout some shit they read that day or the day before just to try to make people look stupid. And they put it on the internet and that's how they make their living. Being morons.
Insurance payments have practically doubled recently. Insurance companies are...
We're on the easement. We're not on the property, we're on the easement. See how there's the light right here?
Yeah, but there's no light right here.
Have room for a person to walk?
Yeah, your point over there. I know it typically starts, I mean, they'll let you guys know that it typically will start from right there, you're good. From this side here.
Okay, so you're saying, what are you saying? That you want us to move 2 feet this way?
Yeah,
What are you trying to say?
Warren just making this video that I didn't text him last week.
I'm not being unreasonable, I'm just saying right there, or right there.
Let me explain to you how trespassing works. You see this fence and the signs on it? If we pass that barrier after we've been warned like we have, then we're trespassing. Right here is out in public. I know that you don't get paid very much. I know that your job is not that difficult. I mean, I did spend 7 years in the Department of Corrections myself, so I understand your job capacity, and it's not all that complex. This is very complex. You're arguing things you don't know. Back away and go back into your job. You're getting paid not to talk to us right now. We are out on the sidewalk. Just because you don't see one paved doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
These people decided once again to take matters into their own hands. They directly asked one of the cops if he was embarrassed by his behavior, knowing he could end up on the internet looking like a tyrant for everyone to see. His family, his colleagues, and even his boss. This question seemed to hit a nerve, and the cop fell silent for a bit. However, that didn't last long. There's really nothing worse than a cop with a bruised ego. He tried to boss them around, telling them where they could and couldn't stand, but that didn't fly with this group. They quickly reminded him he had no real authority to command them as long as they weren't breaking any laws. They made it clear that just because he felt slighted, he couldn't just order them around. It was a sharp reminder of the limits of his power in this situation. After all, you have to wonder, was it really necessary to have so many cops there just because 2 people were provoking them and filming in front of a prison? Don't these cops have more important things to focus on? I'm pretty sure they do. So why waste time and resources on something like this?
You're going to look at a fool on the internet. Is that what you want? The internet's forever. Do you have friends and family that watch YouTube? Because they might see you on the internet. Let's act professional and not stupid and argue things with people that know that what they're talking about. We're not here next. This is a First Amendment. So obviously we know what we're doing, right?
Listen, I love it. No arguing with you. I know it.
You are. You're saying go across the street.
That's what you know what's happening. So it's right here.
Yeah, but if it's not right, we shouldn't go over and engage. If somebody comes and says, hey, I don't like the gauges in that guy's ear, can you tell him to get out of the McDonald's or something? I'm not going to do that because it's not right. I'm not in public right now. You're out of your job capacity as another man speaking to me, asking me to go across the sidewalk. That's crazy. I wouldn't do that to any of you. I wouldn't ask you to do anything.
Right, you just walk away and disengage right now.
Say, hey, you guys are out in public. Appreciate it. Have a nice day.
My job be right here.
No, your job, you have authority over the inmates, sir. You don't have authority over us as free Americans on a public easement, sir. Your job is not to babysit law-abiding citizens right now. But your ego's in the way, and that's why you're doing that. Okay, fine, we'll wait too then. Like we did as you asked. We came over here. I don't even think that's lawful. I think it can be on there, but we did follow your directive. We came over here. Now you're coming over here telling us that we can't be on this public easement right here. We need to go over there or across the street, man. If somebody's walking right here, they're just walking by the prison, they can clearly be on this spot that we're at. So we're nowhere near, we're not running a threat, okay, to your place. We're coming here clear as day with cameras. We're not trying to hide anything. We can't light up you guys, so I don't know why you're still here, man. Why don't you guys just go back to work?
Eventually, the cops had to back off because they couldn't win against these people. You know what's the most interesting part of all of this? These cops actually thought there wouldn't be any fallout from their actions being posted online. When one of the guys filming mentioned that the internet
PGA Tour champions are back in action at the Ascension Charity Classic, September 3rd through 8th, a must-see event, all to benefit local charities. Don't miss Ropeline Views,
I can't wait to hear what the fallout was from telling the guy to leave.
celebrity sightings and happy hour vibes. Get your tickets at Ascension Charity Classic.
It is forever, and those videos would always be out there. You can almost see the realization hit one cop that his job might not be so secure after this video goes viral. Suddenly he started scrambling to defend himself, insisting he was just doing his job. But really, I'm pretty sure his job description doesn't include hassling people unnecessarily, right? It was clear he hadn't thought through the long-term impact of his actions on his...
Oh, he was the one hassling somebody. Those jerk-offs weren't hassling him, were they? They weren't trying to get a reaction out of him, were they? He was hassling them. I was saying, please go on. That's hassling. That's harassment. Yeah. I was trying to do his job. I was saying, please move along, move along. Wow. That's abuse. They have a lawsuit against the city for abuse.
Career. It's like he didn't get that once something's online, it's out there for good, viewable by anyone, including his bosses and maybe even future employers.
The walk of shame, they'll say. The walk of shame.
So we good there? I think are the police on the way?
I don't know. But you have to go. So, man, you got to go. I ain't that guy was looking for 2 minutes. I'm not to death. I have to go in. I have to follow back up. I'm not going to argue anything. You guys have that. I know.
You told them out here with a bunch of people.
But you got to understand.
But you got to it's your future, dude. This job's temporary. It's forever. The internet is forever. It doesn't go away. It doesn't go away, guys.
I'm not arguing shot at all. I'm not calling you any type of names. I'm saying you have to do it. Just do a thing. That's pretty much what it is.
Next time you're over here, come out here and tell us to go across the street or over there. Challenge that authority. Absolutely. You're a human being. You have a job, a duty as a human being to question any unethical orders that aren't lawful.
I appreciate what you got to do, but you got to do it, all right?
Think about it, man.
You got to do it.
You got to keep planting in your brain. Let it develop. Think about it.
All right?
Awesome chamber, is that what it's called?
Yeah. That guy came out, was in regular street clothes. I don't know if he was like the warden or... Oh, was he? Close the gate now.
This time, an issue popped up because these cops didn't get the whole First Amendment thing. They noticed a man looking at a car that wasn't his, and right away, they decided that was enough reason to check him out. They thought his behavior was suspicious. And sure, it was a bit unusual, but that doesn't automatically mean it was illegal. The man feeling cornered asked the cops who approached him to tell him exactly what crime they thought he was committing. One of the cops tried to explain that usually when someone is eyeing up cars that aren't theirs, they might be planning to break in, rob stuff, or even steal the car. But if you follow that logic, then nobody should ever leave their cars out in public because you can't stop people from looking at them. Doesn't that mean everyone who looks at a car wants to steal it? Nah, definitely not. These entitled cops
Shut up.
shocked when this man, as a real legal expert, challenged them to cite the exact penal code for the
He's a
crime
legal
they suspected
expert.
him
He
of
read
committing.
some
That
shit.
shut them up because they couldn't name the penal code, and there really wasn't any crime he committed. This encounter left the cops a little bit wiser, hopefully, about jumping to conclusions without solid grounds. It goes to show how important it is for everyone, especially those enforcing the law, to know their stuff before they act.
It has nothing to do with what I'm doing, and you can't put further crimes on me at this moment. I've done nothing. Well, what happens in the past doesn't make me suspicious for doing what I'm doing. Okay, and what crime is suspicious? And what crime is suspicious?
Somebody's going up to a vehicle.
What crime is that? No, I just want the crime. What crime am I violating by you saying I'm suspicious? What crime is that?
He didn't say you were violating making a crime. He said you were suspicious of perhaps making a crime, doing a crime. And he's right. That is suspicious, going around filming people's cars and license plates. That is suspicious. You might have the First Amendment right to do so, but it is suspicious. This guy will keep asking for what crime. I want to accuse you of doing a crime, asshole.
By going up to vehicles that don't belong to you.
What crime?
Looking into them. Alright, that's the steps.
Penal code. Penal code. I'm looking for a penal code that I'm in violation of here. You're saying suspicious? No, you said I'm suspicious. That's not law. There's no law that you get
Under the Constitution that you're referring to, right? That
I have a right to record in public. Yes.
officer has reasonable suspicion to believe that crime is afoot.
And what crime is afoot?
I just told you.
Suspicion is not a crime, sir. I'm asking for a crime. No, okay. Did you see me try to get into a vehicle? So then you guys don't attempt to put that on me. No, don't. 1 second before you cop explain. 1 second. Don't cop explain because I didn't even touch a vehicle, guys. You have cameras. I didn't even touch a vehicle.
Why don't you take 2 seconds to listen to what the fuck they're saying, idiot? They're saying it seems suspicious of you going up and looking inside vehicles that aren't yours. And it is suspicious. And I would like if someone came up to my vehicle and was looking inside it, I would like the police to ask him what he's doing. I would like the police to tell him that that's suspicious behavior. And that they have reasonable articulable suspicion to assume could be, I don't know, it's suspicious. He could be planning a crime, or who knows, he may have already committed a crime. And that's why he's going around looking inside people's cars again. Cops flying, shut up, dude, you're a fucking moron.
So don't try to say I'm unlawfully entering in a vehicle, okay? So then there is no crime being committed, right? So then therefore you guys are talking to me because that is suspicion of crime. What penal code is suspicion? No, you have to have suspicion of a crime. What crime?
The man tried to make it clear to the cops that there was no reason for them to be chatting with him, but they kept asking him why not. Maybe it's because he hadn't broken any laws. Maybe because the First Amendment clearly states that people have the right to take pictures and record them.
Maybe because he wouldn't shut up and listen. Maybe that's the reason. I told him 25 times why it was suspicious that he was looking in the cars that didn't belong to him. I would say it's suspicious behavior as well. They're just trying to incite the cops and the police officers. And they explained 10 times to the moron, but he doesn't have the brain capacity to hear them or to understand what they're saying. I'm sure he hears them, but he can't understand what they're saying. Here we go.
In public, anything they can see with their own eyes without needing anyone's permission. This also means that the cops should just observe the activities from a distance and not interfere by asking someone what they're up to. Despite this, more and more cops started to show up, but even with their numbers, they couldn't outsmart the man. Every time one of them tried to make a point, the man was quick to interrupt because they were off base. He seemed determined to teach them a lesson they wouldn't soon forget anytime, or at least there was a hope. In reality, it's likely as soon as they finished up with him, these cops would just move on and maybe find the next person in about 5 minutes. They'd keep doing this until they found someone who wasn't aware of their rights, who was actually intimidated by the cops.
I told you entry to a black vehicle.
But you know that you guys see I haven't entered any vehicles. How could that be in your mind as a crime? I mean, this is ridiculous, guys. I just gave you the Constitution. I'm allowed to film in public. I'm in public. I haven't touched a single vehicle. There's no reason for us to even have this conversation.
Why not?
because I'm not doing anything illegal. You guys are here to uphold laws. If no law is being broken, you hold no authority. So you telling me my actions are suspicious?
This is they're telling you, moron.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon, and you should too. Don't spend
I'm gonna hang
money
this
on
up now.
Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this.